friend is, yeah, you can write about your life experiences, and somebody's going to connect with you.
Yeah, some of it would have to be what's that rated? I some of it would some of it would have to be X-rated. I can't.
No, we can't do that.
That's
Uh,
what I'm saying. What no? What I'm saying is that yes, I've had some of my life experiences. I wouldn't want to talk about. Might some people might think wrongly about me. Um, and I don't want people to get the wrong impression about me because people seem to judge a lot, and I don't want to get judged. Um,
yeah, we all understand that. None of us want to get judged.
well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell because of you guys, because I trust you guys, but uh, I was on drugs for a long time, and it was uh, yeah, I was on drugs for a long time, and I've been clean now almost 10 years.
Well, good. Amen.
So and it's only by the grace of God, only by the grace of God. Um, there was something on IBO one day. Somebody said, and I wanted to write about it, and I did do a thing about it, and I changed my mind. I said, no, I'm not. I'm not putting that out there. I didn't. Matter of fact, I erased it. I deleted it. I got rid of it, and I didn't want to put it out there. So I left it alone. But my life experience is basically dealing. I had a lot of ups and downs. There's I come from a good family, good background, and everything. But I've always felt I well, yeah, I can yeah, I can write about my life experience. I can write about my feelings, feeling lonely and feeling alone, and
No,
uh,
you try to keep it positive.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I never really thought about doing it that way. But
Well, you could write something about you met about geez, the winning team. That you've met some nice people on the winning team, and just talk about your experiences there.
There you go, Marty.
And
but
that's positive because you just finished saying like you feel basically you feel comfortable with us, you trust us, and so I mean when I was saying you talk about something about yourself, I just mean a good experience or something even, and there's one to do with or winning team or IBO. If you enjoy IBO, you can even write about how you've met people on IBO. I'm not sure.
there's
I'm
a
using that
there's a there's
example.
there's another group of people that on the Skype that is with a company called Vima, and that's the company that uh, Glenda on IBO she's a part of, and they have a lot of discussions. I'm a part of that too, but I never really. I was a part of that, but I don't really participate. Uh, it's not like they do, like you guys have a Tuesday night and a Thursday night. Their conversations go on all night long, all day long, So, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, but it's a different thing. It was like one time some comments was made because I'm African American, I'm black, whatever. So, but some comments was made on Skype, and it was done like on a Sunday or something like that. And when I got back on it and I was reading all them things, I got very insulted, and it was a big thing, because they were, it was, it got real messy. It got real messy, and so I kind of like strayed away from them, a little bit, and I can still be a part of that team, but like I said, it's just, I don't know, I just fell away from them, I just didn't.
Here's the thing about having your family on board is you never see them when you're in town. You go your separate ways. You hardly ever see your dad. Now you get to see him for a month.
Yeah, that's really his only brother. Finally, he doesn't need the money. He doesn't need to be out. We come down and spend some time together.
I grew up one day.
So I spent a lot of time when I was younger. I lived in Dutch for like a year and a half when I was like 2 to 3.
There's still cheese chunks in the fridge.
You grew up one day.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, you said you was clean 10 years. I'm a group leader in an addictions program at our church. It's called Reformers Unanimous, and we have 1,000 chapters all over the world. And I've seen quite a bit, so I know what you've been through and how good it is to be free from that.
Yeah, I could, but then, like I said, I'd be exposing myself, and I don't really want to do that. I don't want, I don't really talk about my past or my addiction too much to anybody. Like right now, I have reminders, like on my face, underneath my skin, my chin. I have keloids, and keloids are these little bumps, these knots or whatever, my body keloids very easily, and I have keloids up underneath my chin, and they're not too pretty, and that's a reminder of my past, and I get questions all the time, little kids will come up to me and ask me, what are those, and they itch, and they hurt sometimes, and I've tried to get them taken off, but, I don't have the money right now the doctor's visits are very expensive, and so it's a reminder, of my past, and because the keloids are from my days of addiction, and that's just a sensitive area with me right now. I just don't.
Yeah.
That's nothing I wanted to share with anybody.
Well, you don't have to share that. All you have to do is say that you've changed your life around, and you've met new friends, and you've met people from IBO and Winning Team. You don't even have to go into your past.
Okay.
And do a conversation that way. And that way, you're talking about the Winning Team, or you're on IBO too, correct, Corrine?
Yeah, I haven't really been engaged in IBO lately. Like I said, I've been so. It's in IBO, you have to really be consistent. You have to really be consistent, and right now, consistency is something that I'm really working on. Sorry, I keep losing my voice. But consistency is something that I'm really working on in my life. I have to work on consistency every day. Consistency to read the Bible, consistency to pray, consistent. That's what I'm working on in my life, to be consistent. And I'm not. I wasn't consistent, or I haven't been consistent in IBO. And I don't think that you can be successful in IBO unless you're consistent, because of the fact that if you're not consistent like Don is, and people know you, like when I first got on IBO, I was seeing Don everywhere, and I was just like, who is this guy, so I wanted to know more about him, and so that's how I started, trying to get to know more about him. And then I bought his book on IBO, and I figured I'd learn something from it, and I did. But I didn't really use it. I didn't, tell you the truth, excuse me, tell you the truth, I don't, Don, I'm sorry, but I know I bought your book, I've read it, but I can't remember where it is on my computer. So that's what I'm saying. I was looking for it, but I'm just saying, to be on IPO, you have to be consistent. And right now, I'm learning to be consistent. So, and if you're not consistent, I don't believe people will really follow you or really pay you, because they don't think you're serious. Because you're here today, gone tomorrow, and you don't see you in 2 weeks, don't see you in a month, don't see you in a day, or whatever. And I don't blame them, you know. So, you know, that's basically what's going on with me. I'm working. You know what? I'm a work in progress. I'm working on I work on myself every day. I have to work on myself every day. So, but I'm getting better. So.
Well, that's the right attitude right there. Working on yourself every day. That's what I do too.
Right.
I think we all do. We all need to. I know I do.
Me three.
But I thank you for the suggestions, Sandy. I really appreciate it, and I will take that at heart. And you know, I'll.
That was Sandy and Marty that gave you those suggestions, and
Oh,
they
okay.
were good. Yeah, Sandy and Marty.
I've got another one for you, Corinne. Have you ever
What's
heard
that?
of Les Brown?
I'm sorry.
Have you heard of Les Brown?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I met Les Brown a couple times.
Oh, you have. Well,
Yeah.
he's a great mentor and motivational speaker. And I
Yes,
remember
he is.
listening to one of his programs one time, and he said, if you can't write about yourself, if you can't tell your story, tell somebody else's.
Right.
You know, find somebody interesting and find out what you can about them and tell their story. I do a lot of that too. I'll write articles about other people.
Okay.
Yeah, I've noticed on Facebook there, Don, that you use a lot of statements from people, and you'll put their name down there at the bottom. A lot of sayings, you know.
They say that tradition and heritage are what make a luxury sedan.
Still there, Don?
Is that true in the case?
Yeah, I'll do that. A lot of times I'll read something and I'll get inspiration from reading that article, and then I'll make a reference to that article in mind that's where I got my inspiration. And sometimes I'll read something that really moves me, and I'll make a big deal about it and write about it and kind of put the focus on the other article. I did that here recently with, I can't think of her name now, but she had written a really good article about the law of attraction. And it was a video too. And my blog article basically was telling a little bit about what she said and pointing to her article. But it's like, I think it's Zig Ziglar that says, help enough people get what they want, and they'll help you get what you want. So that's where all the sharing comes in. That's the way I interpret it anyway.
I've got a book about the law of attraction that I read over and over again a lot. So. I have a dream board.
I wrote an article about the law of attraction one time, and they left part of it out. Another law, the law of Goya. Get off your ass. You can't just sit and dream about it and think it's going to happen. You gotta work towards that.
That's true. That's true. I'm trying to learn the art of visualization. Visualize my future. Visualize the way I want things to be. But like it also, everything entails. I mean, you can say, you know, you talk about your speech, you watch your words, watch what comes out your mouth. Don't speak anything negative. Speak positive. Visualize your dreams. Visualize the way you see yourself. Joel Osteen says all the time, you know, you got to see yourself. You know, look at how you see yourself. How do you see yourself? You know, it's like the picture of the lion looking in the mirror, and on the other side he sees a pussycat. You know, a little bitty kitty cat. You know, instead of him being this big old ferocious lion. So, how do you see yourself? And I say to myself, I have to. How do I see myself? You know, and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of trying to learn how to visualize but behind all of that, behind everything, if you don't act on anything, nothing's gonna happen. It's like you can believe God and ask God for a job, but if you don't go out and look for a job, God ain't gonna bring the job to you. Sitting in your living room watching TV. You got to get out there and put some action behind it. You got to put some leg work in. You got to go out and put some applications in. You got to do something. You know, he's just not going to give it to you. And like the man that played the lotto and didn't win, and God said, well, you didn't even buy a ticket. How you going to win? You know, so if you got to put some action behind everything. So to me, that's what I think about, and I look at it. You gotta act on it.
I agree 100%. Everything requires action.
That's right.
Yeah, there's an app for that. It's called Apply Yourself.
Right.
I don't want to bring up too much noise here, but I am listening, and it just made me think about the fact that for every action there is a reaction, but you don't get that reaction until you first create the action. It's a law of physics. It's also a law of economics, just a general law of life. In fact, you know, if for every action there is a reaction. So if you want that reaction, if you want the results, you got to create the action first, and then have faith that it's going to provide the right action that you're looking for.
I hear keys. Somebody's typing. Well, we're coming up on the top of the hour here. Close. We got about 7 minutes left. Marty, you got anything you want to add in there?
No, it was me that was typing. No, I think we've covered quite a bit, and we've said quite a bit, and no. And
Okay.
if you're still on, Mike, hi. I didn't know you weren't home. Are you on holiday?
Yes, I'm on holiday. My wife and I, we're taking the week off and traveling a little bit, and looking around.
That's awesome.
Answer.
I did
Hello?
set up my laptop here so I could check in tonight, but there's just so much noise here in this location. I pretty much just had to mute out. But I had some excellent people take over and fill in tonight, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody being here on the call. David, I really appreciate what you've done. You've been great. And see, I told you a long time ago you're gonna have to start learning how to run the call. So You've done a great job.
Hi.
With that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute back out, but I'm still listening to the end.
But that's okay.
Okay.
I'm sitting here next to the air conditioner.
How about you, Sandy? You got anything?
We got a good deal.
Huh?
3 nights, 4 days, $59.
Yeah, now you're weak again. You come in so strong when you first signed in there.
Yep.
Blame my phone. I have no idea why.
Oh, now it's strong again.
No. So we might
How
stop
about
and
you,
spend
Dawn?
one night in Chattanooga. I don't know. Haven't talked to Martha yet.
No, I don't have anything. It's been a great call, though. I really like the
Late Saturday.
the topics we talk about.
Yeah.
Been a great call. You did a great job.
Well,
Yes, you did do a great
Just make
job.
sure your cat has
Fantastic.
food.
well, thank
Yes.
you.
Just make sure your cat has
I like to
food.
call too. I've never talked as much on this call, so I just, I feel like it's a therapy session.
Well, Corinne, we want to help you to get you started on
Yeah, where?
writing some blogs,
Oh, that's right.
whatever it takes.
Okay, I'll work on it.
I might think about getting a collie and letting
Do you
it
know
walk.
how to write them in the like notepad and then load them into the IBO?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. It's been,
No.
I still remember how to do it. Yeah,
TV some.
yeah.
We went and looked up and down the strips.
I'll think of something. I'll write about something.
Chicken fried steak at,
If you're not sure if you
Texas
want to
Steakhouse.
send it or anything, if you feel comfortable, send it to somebody to read for you and ask them their advice, and maybe they can give you some advice and you could go from there.
Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you for that.
That's
You're welcome.
brilliant. That's brilliant, Marty. That's brilliant. Proofreaders. We got
Yeah.
one on. Yeah, we got one on this call. His name's Don.
And I brought some celery. and
Yeah,
carrots,
I'll
and
take a look at
potatoes.
something if you want me to, Corinne.
Okay.
One big meal out a day is good. You know, that way we have enough money to get by.
Okay, if nobody else has got anything, I'm gonna sign on out of here.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
David, good
Good
night,
night.
everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
You're
Good night.
welcome.
Good night, everyone.
Take care.
Appreciate y'all being here. David, I really appreciate you taking over and doing what you did tonight. You did a great job.
Okay, Mike.
Here too.
We'll looking forward to talking to y'all later. And
All right.
Dave did start the recording, so I should have at least parts and bits and parts of this recorded.
9 o'clock.
So I'll try to get it posted up sometime this week. I won't promise it'll be up tomorrow. We'll try to get it up. It's a really
Are
great
you
call.
Are you gonna be back Thursday, or somebody
Oh
else? gonna
no, I probably won't be back Thursday. I'm probably gonna be still out. The way it plans right now, I'll come back sometime Friday night. So if you're gonna be around, I appreciate if you just go in and do the great job if you've done tonight. Do it all over again.
I just saw
run?
it
Okay, I'll do it.
All
Well,
over.
let me tell you what I did tonight.
on
Okay.
My youngest daughter was in a car wreck today, so I went down there before the call and took a bunch of pictures, and they loaded her in an ambulance and took her to the hospital, but I had to do the calls, so I was here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the
Because
effort
I'm not,
that you've made.
yeah, I'm not a promise breaker.
Motel.
No, you're not, and you have
I keep
engaged,
my
and you have said that you were going to participate, and you have done so. I would, you've set a very good example for everyone. And I will. What's your daughter's name? I'll keep her in my prayers.
Rebecca
Rebecca.
Mincy.
All righty.
Yeah.
I will add her to my prayer list there. I may be out of town, but I still got my prayers going.
All right. You and your wife have a good time.
All righty. Thank you for what you've done. We'll look forward to hearing everybody Thursday. As far as I know, I'll be able to set up and do it again.
All right.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.